Good evening. Today as the title says, we are going to set up the Porsche Porky Pork for few more tracks which are still not updated since 1.9.6. One of them is Hungaroring. I think there's no one for Snetterton. Zandvoort is old. I have something for that, like slapped together for one of my league mates in 5 minutes. But I want to start with Hungaroring. I love the track, it's very technical. So, great candidate for a stream, in my opinion. A lot of old setups. Start to get rid of them. I keep one for tire temps. I will use my baseline from Kyalami, I think. Okay. Copy the 3 ducts for 59645156. 45456, I think. Zero, let's double check it. 5156. Fresh tires. The ducts were 3 and 4. No surprise, Hungaroring is a sort of slow track with a lot of braking, trail braking, so ducts tend to be pretty high here. Let's do a few laps, get the feeling how it goes, how the pressures are. Hello, VD Sense. Thank you, I'm fine. I just did some cycling, been at work, and now I am driving a bit. And you? And I have to decrease the slew rate of my wheelbase because I tried it on the highest settings and yeah, it's loud. I mean, yes, the wheelbase makes sound, like it has so high slew rate it vibrates loudly. Okay, it's snappy in turning. The pressures are they did quite a while ago. I did not update all the setups yet. It was in 1.9.6 where there was a very big damper changes and it really messed with my old setups. I did update the car for most of the tracks, but not for all of them. Yeah, I'm updating the setups for the 1.9.6 updated car. If you go to the spreadsheet, I inserted like commas or stars or something for the setups which are old. I tagged them, they are old. And I'm going to update a few of them now of those. Also, I love driving the Porsche, so it's a win-win. You get new setups. I can drive the Porky Pork. I don't even remember what is a good time here in gardening. Thinking something in the 43s. Or still. More oversteer. I need a much more stable platform for this car, this track. For those mid-speed trail breakings. Let's do one more lap just for the tire pressures. So I increased the brake bias just a bit, and I need more on throttle mid-high speed rotation. I'm glad you found it useful. What's going on? Oh, it's on the desktop. I should make a bit more track guides, but they take a lot of time. I thought I will make a few why I did not have a wheelbase like 2 weeks ago, but I just occupied myself with other tests, non-ACC related ones, so maybe someone. Maybe when I run out of cars and tracks. Okay. Check the tires in Motec, but they seemed perfect when I got a glimpse of them. Rear ones could use like +1, although it's fine, 26.9, and front ones are perfect too. We will see what content it has, but yeah, could be. But I think the Ace will have a lot of issues at the beginning, so it will not be like a sudden transition from ACC to ACE. But we will see. Dampers are a bit overdamped in the bump, but we need them, so I keep them as is. Maybe I will just decrease the fast ones tiny bit. So pressures are perfect. I don't have to touch those. I give a bit more toe to the rear for better turn-in stability. Tire wear looks decent. I want more out of corner rotation. And control the front dive. A bit more, so let's try like even more bump stops, so don't let the car squat. So help it with dampers and some even more V-rate at the front and less range at the front to not let the car dive. And let's keep it at 50 brake bias. I tend to do public races, although I did not do it for a while. I'm a bit occupied with other tests, but yeah, there are times when I have the mood to do public lobbies, like last two something challenges. I'm not against them. Although I'm a bit spoiled right now that in the area we have super clean races, and probably I will be a bit like sad how the public lobby races are handled. Okay, the on-throttle mid-high speed rotation is much better. By the way, you don't have to keep quiet. I'm happy for every chatting person. I have a pause button, so I can read. Okay, changes feel very nice so far. Oops. Screw that up a bit. Okay, it's bent on that curve. About that. We have a lot of wind around today and in the last few days, and my allergy is happening a bit. It's not too bad, but I definitely feel the pollens are in there. Thank you. Oh yeah. The wind is not helping in the summer. Usually it's not an issue for me. Like I only have to take a pill in a week or two. But when there are high winds and they stir up everything, it can be a bit worse. The car is much more stable. I'm from Hungary. And it's visible on the left hand. The front spring rate pushes the front wheels a bit more, so they are higher in the pressure. I will decrease the front pressures by 1 click both, and I think I will decrease the brake just a tiny bit, because there's still some snapping happening, and also that decrease the rake can help with the chicane bottoming out. Otherwise, the setup is surprisingly good already. And you? Forgot to ask, sorry. I was concentrating on my driving. Oh, way too much cutting. Okay, I say less front and to click less right hand or less rake. Also, I did not check the tire temps. Okay, fronts could use some heating. Let's try lowering the front brake duct. Let me check Emotech. How much they are pushed to the limit? We still have some leeway on the fronts. Okay, I don't think I spoke with any front subscriber so far. Met people around everywhere, but not from France. So, or I did not know he's from France. So let's see if the track car combo can handle two. Hey Yaka, how are you? Two brake ducts at the front, because that could help the tire temps, definitely, especially in the cold session. The Porky tends to not need as much front tire, front brake ducts, because it uses the rear brake ducts much more. So I lowered my brake bias by 1 click. Maybe it can be handled with the decreased rake. Let's avoid the sausages yet. I can lower the brake by 1 more click even. Right. Okay. Car definitely feels much more stable. Slight snapping there. Yeah, I have to get used to the less rake. It's not turning in that violently as it used to. So I'm overshooting a few entries and a few apexes. Pressures are too high. But I did not hear the brakes squealing much, so yeah, they are slightly yellow, but that's fine. But the front tire temps are definitely much more better. just slightly touching the curb there, and I lost 2/10 or one. Running in too late. Just a tiny bit of correction. And again. Although I'm really pushing the car. Okay, setup is great. I love it. Have to fix the tire pressures. -4, 2, 1. I wasn't use tires. Never mind. Tire degradation is great. To really worry about. Okay. So let's just check Motec for curiosity, like to use the front bump stuff, for example. Still not much, but that's fine. They are there for safety. No. Hungarian? You don't want that. It's one of the hardest language in the world. Yeah, it's Hungarian. I don't see any Hungarian words here, so that I could teach to you. Fly around. If it lets me. Can I fly around in VR? Oh, I can. Great. Everything is in English. Hey, Signature. Haven't seen you for a while. How are you? We are flying. It's a new game. Flight Simulator ACC Edition. Yep. All English. Millennium Tower. Okay, quali setup. Let's go mad. T-Bay with some bump stop. Probably we need more squat. And we need less fuel. I can translate you to some sentences to Hungarian, but as I said, it's also it's hard to pronounce, and the grammar is a total nightmare. But you can learn a few words, of course. Just tell me what you would like. Someone asked TC. As you can see, no, I don't always run TC5. I tend to set up the car for TC5 because tire life. So I could set up the car for TC3 too and still sort of stable, but I do it in order to keep the tires at bay, keep them alive. Yeah, the language is really special. Some say it resembles a bit to Finnish, but in my opinion not. And we don't have many words, like proper words, not like new words which derives from English, which is close to English or any other popular language. Yeah, that's fine. TC should be the first thing you should change for your liking. Oh, you mean how we call Hungarian in the language itself? In Hungarian, we call it Magyar. And the country itself is Magyarország, which means Magyar country. Okay, I want more low speed grip and more high speed rotation. So less front springs, a bit more rear range, and a crap load of rate. This should solve those. I mean, it would make it that direction that I want to reach. Because the car could squat a bit more for low speed corners, but in high speed corners it would reach the bump stop already, where it would not let it squat that much. See on the tires yet? Hey Kevin, sorry, no, not yet. Can you give me some clue, please? Bolt. Hey, Bolt. I don't remember that I ever met a sim racer in real life. Porsche tyre usage? I don't race them. Jokes aside, less camber at the rear. Stiffening the front lets the rear squat a bit more, and keeping the rear soft let it squat more, and also it's like less micro sliding because the car itself is more like less punishing. Okay, poly setup is not slow. No, I haven't. Kevin, I think no. So I think Kevin is trying to prank me. Kevin is not a Hungarian name, so it could be like he's not Hungarian at all. And he said it in Hungarian that the guy from the shop or mall, but I answered him I did not met any sim racer in any shops, so that's why I think it's a prank. It's fine, it's a harmless prank, so. Also, it was a nice touch he tried to do it in Hungarian. Okay, we can lower by 3. I mean the fuel. Processor great. I think I try even more tow around. Otherwise, the setup was great. Let's save it. So delete the non-relevant ones and go to the code session. Let's save this. My fastest normal was 44.2, I think, and 43.66 was the quali. Let's check the pace chart. I don't remember Hungary pace. Okay, 43.6 is exactly 101%. That's good. One less brake that's at the front. I cannot lower the front one because it's at the limit already, and like try 2 more at the rear. I mean, well, let's break that and 2 click of tire pressure. Usually changing the brake ducts from 3 to 2 really results 4 to 5 psi different, 0.4, 0.5 psi different. It depends on the track. I would say if I can do 543 with the race setup, I would be happy. Oh, the wheel mount. Yeah, the one I sent you was on a like coupon auction. I don't know how to. The truck racer. They are fine. They make very good stuff for decent price. But I only sent you the wheel mount for showing that I did my rig for 580 millimeters, because you thought it's 570, but you did not calculate the 2 5mm plates between the vertical and horizontal profiles. That's why I said if you can do that T connector, then only at 20mm to your width. Little miss the third apex. The setup is great. Feels like driving on rails. Super stable. Also, I did not put enough pressure to the rear because I thought I will go from 3 to 2, while I went from 4 to 3, which is only like 2 psi, dot 2 psi more. Never mind. The T connector goes between the vertical, so the big 40 by 120 aluminum profile which holds the wheelbase, and the long horizontal which is the main frame longitudinal strut, and it bolts to both of them from the inside with countersunk screws. You have to countersunk the screws, but that's not a big issue. I will send you a photo how I installed mine. It's pretty simple. I saw it on a very high-end rig somewhere and just accidentally found that Motadis makes those plates too. for like 10 euros. The thing is, with the rig is, and all rigs, is that so for having best rigidity, you should build a construction from triangles. It's like one of the most basic principle of constructing things, is that triangles are the most stable constructing pieces. But the issue with the vertical strut and putting the wheelbase is that you cannot make it triangle side by side because your legs are there. So you have to mount the vertical bar as rigidly to the frame as you can, and for that you need area, and the high connecting area of that T-plate makes it one of the best way. I have to fix the rear pressures because it's robbing me a lot of space in the high speed part. No. The T connector is not against making your rig 20 mil wider. I said make it only 20 mil wider because you wanted to make it 30 mil wider and not use the T connector. Pressures 0.4, 0.4. Fronts are perfect. And taps are okay. Oh, and the triangles you mentioned, the 90-degree connectors, they are inferior because they don't have as big like area. So the two connectors are not, the two profiles are not connecting on a big area like with the T-plate. Yeah, my advice is just initially build it with the 90-degree connectors and later just get the T-plate and use that. And only widen the middle section with 20 mil. Unless you won't be able to do the T-plate. PB? I don't know. I think I was not running ACC companion or result or whatever that thing is when I set it. Probably a midish 43. Usually I have 101% on most track. Maybe a bit lower with quali setups and like mid 101s with race setups. I'm slow, sorry. But at least I'm sort of consistent. Consistently slow. For making setups you have to be consistent at best. To make setups look good, you have to be fast, but since mine are free, they don't have to look that good in the showcase lab. Oops, overshot. Hello, Roger. How are you? Thank you. A great day. Now I am driving a great car. There's nothing I should complain about. Music. We have a flat 6.4 liter as music. I think playing music is not as easy because of copyright issues. That was not the greatest chicane of my line. No, there was none. Changes were happening in the 9.6 patch, and some of my setups were not updated, and I'm updating them now. But the 9.6 patch was major for the 992. They completely changed the dampers. We're slowed a bit there. I didn't check how they did the rain, but I don't drive iRacing either, so. Although I love racing in the rain, so. I don't think they really do any major update in ACC. I mean, the Ford and Nordschleife already was a big surprise, because everyone, like, rightfully thought the last DLC will be the GT2. Okay, that was a crap lap and still 43.77. This setup is definitely capable. It's a weapon. Yes, I usually set up the dampers with Motec and just slightly fine-tune them if I need some characteristics which I cannot or don't want to do with other parts of a setup. Usually I use the dampers for what they are dampening, keeping the tires on the road. And I also include Motec files for all my setups. Screwed up that corner a tiny bit, but it wasn't there. Okay, that's a good lap for a race setup. Happy with that. I think they are putting the time and resources into ACE. Click there, save it as the code. 57635560 7635560 and one less. Duct at the rear. Yeah, I hate that shit. They drives like horrible, bad on curbs and bumps, and also not helping the tire life either. I use proper dampers. If you check it in Holtec, they are not that nice for the 992 because I have to control the diving a bit. You check it in Motec, it resembles Gaussian distribution as it should. Okay, quality. Lowering that time, okay, that will be a tough call for me, but I will do my best. By the way, Roger, if you check some of my stream, also my setups, I like to do setups which are decent at pace, like maybe it has a bit lower potential than those quote meta bullshit setups. I could make them much more faster. I would not be able to drive them much more faster. But my priority is making fast enough setups which are good to drive and also sort of easy to drive. So they are a hair under the limit, like artificially limiting your oversteer. So whenever you push them too hard, they will just understeer very, very slightly, and this makes them easier to drive, also better on tire life because you won't use up your rears, you use up your fronts, which are usually not that stressed. And also helps you being much more consistent in a race where you don't have the perfect Yes, I remember that. I told you that I doubt it's 40, and you did correct yourself later in the stream, I remember. Don't worry, everyone makes mistakes. Oops. The tires are still a bit cold. They are not that supportive in the high-speed part. Let's win the time, so I won't think it was my best lap. That's nice. So always watch out with negative rear toe, that really kills the rear tires. which telemetry you're talking about, Jakob? Oh, that one, the overlay. Yeah, I put it there because it's useful. And like yesterday, I sent one of my lap to one of my league mate because he was practicing the Kyalami Porsche 992 Cup, and he has like which gear in this section and that section, etc. And I just sent him the link with timestamps, and he could just check it up, like a showcase lap under my setups. Also, it looks cool, I think. Hey, Pontic, what Red Bull ring should I update, or what do you mean? All my setups to the Red Bull ring are updated, so just use them. The 992 is updated, like that wreck came out after the patch, so when I made the setup it was already with the new dampers. And I don't do any other 991, 911, just the 992. Basically, if you go to my spreadsheet, if the link to the 992 doesn't have the 2 stars, the text, then that is updated. If it has the stars, then that's not. But it's clarified in the description there. I made setups for all the relevant and some of the less relevant cars for the Red Bull Ring when it came out. So that's why you probably missed it, because it's there for a while. I used them for like until 2 weeks ago, and I really like them. I only sold them because I sold my CSLDD wheelbase and I wanted to sell it as a whole kit for easier marketing. Right now I am on the Chinese Hasingfeld. Managed to set them up sort of like the same as the CSLDD, so yeah, I liked that pedal set as much as I am setting up my pedal set for the same feel. Super stiff brake, light throttle with medium range. I don't think there's a huge difference between the Elite and the CSL. I like the CSLs, the load cells. And if I could drive them up to like 101%, then anyone could. Sorry, I will read your comments. Want to push this lap a bit. Okay, that's a great lap. 43 flat. Okay, I'm super happy with that as a quali lap. So, Suzuka? Let me check. Could happen because I sometimes miss a few things. Suzuka. No, it's updated. 110. And on the Steam guide. It's updated on the Steam guide too. Yes, I had the CSL load cells. Okay, yeah, like were the times 43 flat. Oh, very nice, love it. And I think this one 43.4 for the race. Yeah, I take that any day. What were my Previous Hungarian times. Okay, it was 42.9 and 43.4, so basically the same time. Zandvoort. AKA right tire killer. No, left tire killer. The V2s are very good. I just think they are not a big upgrade. Like, to be honest, I was completely happy with the CSL load cells. What could be an issue is adjustability. But in my opinion, a very stiff pedal with a short travel is the best, because you like a micro trail brake with your ankle, like rotating your ankle for the 10 to 25% braking, micro trail braking, and when you need the high pressure, you just push it with your leg. No. On my spreadsheet, in the first page where all the times are, at the right top, there's a matrix for the cars and the tracks with all the links for the setups. Okay, I slapped this. No, not this one. I slapped this setup together for one of my friends. Let's just lower the pressures and give it a go. So let me show you the spreadsheet, this part. Probably the stream will crop the top of it, but you can see where it is. Also, Zandvoort times 34 mid. The Alien 35 mid is the 101. 36 mid is the 102. No, I don't do racing. I don't have that much money. That was a huge jolt on my wheelbase. And again, it's amazing how much detail this VR's wheelbase can put out, and with how much force. It's like, oh my god. Say goodbye to the left tires. A good night, Jacka. Thanks for joining in and keeping me accompanied. I will send you the picture of the plate. But I think you got it already, like how that works. But I will send it to you. If I forget it, just ping me tomorrow. Probably I will be tired at the end of the stream. Good night. Okay. Already at 102%. To be honest, I really nailed this setup in that few minute setting up session. Let's try to achieve a bit more free rotation. I mean coasting rotation. In the high speed part. Or just limited, sorry for hitting the mic, limited there in that right hander. Okay, got the lap in a few places, but still it's like 101.5%. Pressures are okay. Tires are always an issue here. I am running very asymmetric cambering. But this track is special. Save it and check the Motec first. Okay, dampers are sort of okay. Suspension, we use a lot of front bump stops. And not much here where I would like to. So what I will do is let the front dive a bit more by the bump stops, but decrease the rake. This could bite me in the arse because I won't get that. No. Should try. should do the opposite. The issue is I've got brake oversteer only in this corner, and it was a slow speed corner. Well, let's try it that way. Like more brake bias and keep the rake. Maybe let the rear elevate a bit more. Stalling a 4-liter engine, yeah, sure. I know it doesn't have much power at the bottom end, but still. It's not a coffee grinder. On the tires yet? Okay. Bit more stable there. Brake bias really helped. The increased front range did not kill it. My logic was, since I did not activate the front bump stops there, activating it less in other parts and making the car less snappy with less brake bias could benefit other corners and not make that one worse or even make it better. I need some on throttle rotation. Not much, just a tiny bit more. Okay, I will try to control the rotation. 2 clicks on the rate, one more brake bias, but I will increase the rake by 2 clicks. Three. That was 2. Oh, and the bias. The car drives really nicely, just nuances. Let's try ABS 4. Worth a try. And it's very tough on the tires track. Not a stupid idea to keep the tires alive with some electronic help. Yep, ABS for help. Tire temps have to be checked. Any pressures? Okay.
Well done, mate.
I will dampen the timing movement a bit. Make it less abrupt. Yep. Can use some rebound at the rear. Front left -2, front rear left -1. 2, 1. Back to 11. And let's try quali. Oh, also, don't forget, save it with ABS 1, 6, 4. So, quali. Let's try the quali.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
Fuel. Forget the fuel.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
Oh, so a setup where I did not make a quali setup. Yeah. Decreasing fuel. If you like the setup, decreasing the fuel will make it faster, definitely. Probably you have to increase the rake by 1 mm sometimes, because especially with front engine ones, because less fuel makes a lot of cars a bit understeering. Or you could try what I do for quali setups, like maxing the rear camber because tires are expandable, and giving it some negative tone, and the fuel, of course. Usually I don't try to make the quali setups too aggressive because I tend to qualify better with safer setups. I'm not a good hot lapper too. I'm an even worse hot lapper than as a driver. Oops, way overshot. Hey Astro, how are you? Good luck with it. Suzuka is a very tough track, so... That damn curve again. Keep with me. I think I'm getting tired a bit. Yeah, usually I only make race setups. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't touch the grass. I am, thank you very much. I am definitely good today. Getting a bit tired because I'm streaming for a while, but
Low tire pressure. Stay
that's
clear of
fine.
the curbs.
I had a nice and productive day. Yeah, usually I'm better with safe setups for quality. As I said, I'm not a good driver and I'm even worse hot lapper. C1 and 4. 3 has way too much rotation. Okay, setup is much better now. A skill issue. That's not a bad time at all. Zandvoort is a challenging track. Also very very hard on your left tires. Yep. Practice helps. Especially good practice. Goodbye tires, but we don't care, it's a quality setup. Too much curve. I mean, using that curve at all is a bad idea. Okay, if I would have not fucked up there, it would have been like 33, 35, 1-ish. But the setup is good. It, save it. So 30, 35, yeah, that's already 101%. Under 101. What was the race? Was 35.6? I think that was the race. Okay, I'm happy with that, and it was in the hot session. Cold session would probably decrease it by a few times. I tried that. It's 10 o'clock already. Do a few laps. Eat. Let's start with quali this time. 0.7 all around. No, I just have a great setup, that's all. You could do it with this setup too.
Green light, go, go, go.
On the tire set. Can warm a bit. Although right tires won't be much warmer, sadly. 75, that's all that they can have. You can steal it from the stream if you want to, but I will probably release it tomorrow. I can make a nice lap now. Do you like Zen boards, Astro? Was more waiting for a couple laps. Okay.
But how many downforce systems so far?
34.9. I'm on fire today. Jesus. What? 34.5 is the 100%. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. Having tracks around. Okay, pressures. Let me check the pressures in Motec. Oh, I've got a lot of loss. Okay, I don't change the pressures. So race setup. Yeah, sure, I can just put some dead zone onto my throttle. So I can only accelerate with 95%. Is that fine then? By the way, here's the setup if you want to steal it. And this is the 14 degrees. If you want to go to 22 degrees, just decrease the pressures all around. As always, but you don't have to touch the brake ducts until like 24 Celsius. Because the right tires would be too cold. You are welcome. I hope you have fun races with them. $34.9. God. I don't think I ever went down to 34 since on board. This setup is like on rails. Depends on your style. For me, it's the Mustang because I can do very good slow and fast out with it. Usually, you overtake after corners. Against good drivers, you cannot really dive bomb and get them on the brakes. You usually outposition them a bit with being aggressive, making them a defensive line and having a better exit. And against really good drivers you can only do like wait for a mistake. So it depends on a lot of things, but for me the Mustang. I'm just good of getting it out of the turns very quickly. And in a race, having bad entries is not that big of an issue. Because in most tracks you can have entries which don't let the opponent overtake you. Park it on the apex, shoot out. If you like it, that's a good car. You only have to watch out with the rear tire management, but my setups are helping in that regard if you are using them. Oops. Yeah, I like it too. Many people don't because it needs a lot of tail braking in order to extract the pace. But I love trail braking a lot. I even trail brake with the Porsche, which is sort of a sacrilege for most Porsche drivers. You should, because that's the key with the Mustang. Okay, that's a good lap. I'm happy with that. More than happy, under 101% with the race setup. screenshot that just in order to annoy Mr. David Roth a bit. Alright. 2 tracks done. Both quali and race setups. I think both of them ended up very nicely. Like this one is on rails. The quali is sort of easy to drive, and as you can see, have a great pace. Hungaroring was also very good. Although I love the track, so always easy me for drive. So I will finish it for today and release these tomorrow. Oh, did I just save it on the, yeah, saved it on the quali. Okay, never mind. Have to do the pressures again. So have a nice evening and see you later, gents. Trail braking. So if the setup needs trail braking, it would understeer if you just try to throw the car into the corner, because you are not loading the front with like 10 to 20% braking. Let me, oh, I cannot put the hood on. Never mind. If you trail brake right, you feel that you rotate the car more than you would rotate it with just coasting in and braking a bit more before. So you have more rotation with trail braking for the same speed than with coasting. And also with trail braking, you can brake later because you brake in the corner a bit too. But the biggest benefit is having more rotation, like more cornering for the same speed, because you load the front. How can you feel it? First of all, it feels like you are in control with the car. It's a really good feeling, in my opinion. And like, really, if you release the brake instead of keeping it at the 10-20%, you just wash off from the line you would hit with braking. But otherwise, there's no like really good feedbacks. My transducers helps a bit, I guess. I probably subconsciously use the slip feedback from my seat transducers, but no idea, because I do it subconsciously. It really feels like you are rotating the car with the brake more than without it, and feels like you are in control. So have a nice evening and good night. See you later.